Back in February of 2022, Russian President Vladimir Putin strongly believed that he could mastermind a sweeping assault on sovereign Ukraine over the span of a few days. More than 1 year and approximately as many as 200,000 deaths later, however, prospects for Moscow's offensive effort have been severely jeopardized. Footage widely circulated on social media depicting the humiliating defeat of Russia's, quote, top-of-the-line main battle tanks, their so-called formidable fighter jet platforms, and lacking missile arsenal has shown how unprepared Russia is for such an invasion. It appears that Putin's mission to, as he said, demilitarize and denazify Ukraine may not come to fruition, considering Kyiv's fortitude and perseverance to hold the line. On February 24, 2022, Putin announced his special military operation to save Ukrainians from what he called 8 years of Ukrainian bullying and genocide in a widely circulated propaganda video. The Russian president also planned to prevent NATO from gaining a foothold in the country. In reality, tensions between Ukraine and Russia began to escalate when the sovereign state began to align itself more with Western countries in recent years. The Ukrainian government even publicly declared its interest in joining the international body, which was founded in part to counter the former USSR's expansionist policies. Russia's demand to prevent Ukraine from joining the 28-member platform remains a key tenet of its war mission. The foundation of Putin's offensive efforts is primarily based on the president's desire to reinstate the Soviet Union's territorial boundaries and lead a new Russian federation. Following more than 12 months of warfare, the biggest success Russia could lay claim to is the establishment of a land bridge from the country's border to Crimea, which was annexed illegally in 2014. This strategic bridge has broadened Moscow's abilities, since it is no longer singularly reliant on the Kerch Strait Bridge. Prior to the outbreak of war, the Russian propaganda machine largely touted that the country's premier fighter jets, tanks, and other munitions were to be feared. That message has sorely backfired. In the first month of fighting, Russia had already lost a full quarter of its massive invasion force, including 274 tanks, according to the Center for Strategic and International Studies. Moscow's fighter jet arsenal has not fared much better than the country's tanks. Although Russia's multi-role Sukhoi Su-34 supersonic fighter bomber was designed to lead the country's aerial fleets, the platform has not performed up to its potential. Due to Russia's shortage of precision-guided munitions, its Su-34s are only lugging dated and less sophisticated dumb bombs. Without proper military equipment and vehicles, Russian soldiers are dying off way faster than Putin predicted. In the ongoing incursion of the Ukrainian city of Bakhmut, hundreds of Russian soldiers and aligned mercenaries are being killed for every kilometer of ground they seize. According to an expert statement in Newsweek, since May of last year, between 20,000 and 30,000 Wagner and regular Russian forces have been killed and wounded in the area around Bakhmut alone, a huge loss of human life for a total territorial advance of approximately just 25 kilometers, or 15 and a half miles. Now that Western tanks are supposed to reach Ukraine in the upcoming weeks and months, Russian soldiers should expect an even more brutal fate in Bakhmut.